In a small village surrounded by lush green fields and a clear blue sky, there lived a kind but stubborn farmer named Ram. Ram was known for his hard work, but he always believed that asking for help was a sign of weakness. At the edge of the village stood an old, majestic tree. The tree had been there for generations, offering shade to tired farmers, a playground for children, and a meeting spot for the elders. It was said that the tree had seen countless stories unfold and always had wisdom to share if one was willing to listen. The struggle begins. One summer, the village faced an unexpected drought. The once lush fields dried up, and water became scarce. Ram, who relied on his small plot of land for his livelihood, became anxious. "I will manage," he told himself, refusing to join the other farmers who had started helping each other. "I don't need anyone's help." Every day, Ram worked tirelessly under the scorching sun, digging deeper into the dry soil, hoping to find water. His hands became blistered, his back ached, but his efforts bore no fruit. The plants in his field began to wither. One evening, exhausted and defeated, Ram sat under the tree. As he leaned against the tree, he heard a gentle rustling of leaves, though there was no breeze. He looked up, startled, and thought he heard a soft voice. "Why do you struggle alone, Ram?" the voice seemed to ask. Ram frowned. "What do you mean? This is my land, my responsibility. How can I ask others to share my burden?" The voice chuckled softly. "Do you see my branches? Each one supports the other, creating this vast canopy. My roots drink from the soil and share water with the plants around me. Alone, I would not survive. Together, we thrive." Ram stared at the tree, its branches spreading wide, offering shade to anyone who needed it. "But won't people think I'm weak if I ask for help?" he whispered. The tree's voice grew warmer. "Strength is not in doing everything alone. True strength lies in knowing when to ask for help and when to give it." The next morning, Ram decided to follow that tree's advice. He approached his neighbors, swallowing his pride. "Brothers, I cannot manage this drought alone. Can we work together to find a perfect solution?" The other farmers, far from mocking him, welcomed him with open arms. Together, they dug a community well, shared water from their existing wells, and helped each other tend to their fields. Ram's fields, once dry and lifeless, began to show signs of life. His crops grew strong, just like the bonds he had formed with his fellow villagers. When the rains finally returned, the villagers decided to celebrate under the tree. There was laughter, music, and food as everyone came together to thank the tree for its wisdom. Ram stood up and spoke. "I was foolish to think I could do everything on my own. This tree taught me that just like its branches and roots work together, we too must rely on one another. Unity is our greatest strength." The villagers cheered, and from that day on, they made it a tradition to gather under the tree every year, celebrating their unity and the lessons they had learned. Moral of the story: strength lies not in isolation, but in unity. True growth happens when we support each other and work together.